these constant adders, if you will, to the cost of doing business. Our health care has gone up 25%. They tell us it's going to go up another 25. Our workman's comp, all of our government programs have all gone up. So we got an additional cost of doing business deal coming down from Washington, and then we've got a loss of resource that we can use.
As an example of what the cap and trade could do to us, today my wife and I went out. We did 160 miles on our one ranch vehicle going out to take care of a group of cows and calves. At the same time, I did 60 miles on one of my off-road vehicles, going out and searching for cattle, making sure that they were fine in the water. We've had a lot of dry conditions and short of water, so we're having to put a little extra time out there. And to increase our energy costs, if our fuel costs start moving up, it's really going to tighten up our ability to continue to operate in the ranch out down here and out into the Wamsutter area.
The cap and trade, to me, the impact there is financial, for one thing. Higher taxes, higher energy costs. We run our ranch here, and then we have our irrigated farm. Irrigated farming is a really high energy user. It just takes a lot of running of equipment, and there's really no room financially for higher energy cost.
Our issues that we have with what's happening today in Washington, D.C. is the energy policies has been changed and modified since the Obama administration came on, has really had a crippling effect on us. We saw our unemployment rates go from less than 3% to over 9%, and it had more to do with the change in policies than it did with the actual recession.
It's confusing to us as we hear the Obama administration and their call for more nuclear power, yet the Arizona Strip has 40% of the uranium in the United States. It's higher grade than anything else that we have. It's in breccia pipes, it's in concentrated areas, easy to get to, easily mined. The employment that it would bring to our county is significant. They estimate on one of those mines that by the time the mine is permitted, mined, and reclaimed over a 7 to 8 year period, they're spending $100 million. And they figure over half of that would stay in the state and local areas.
We'd like for Congress to understand that when they close federal lands or make access impossible for off-highway vehicle recreationists, that it not only affects us, but it also affects the small communities, the ones that depend on those of us who recreate on public lands to stop by and stay in their hotels, eat in the restaurants, and use their services. So keep in mind as the debate over public lands continues that not only are you affecting the access for lots of responsible Montanans who recreate on public lands, but you're also affecting the livelihoods of those who depend on our contribution to their economies to continue.
I want to thank you very sincerely for taking the time to listen to producers. I know sometimes it's hard to apply the best intentions to the actual environment. So as someone out here where the rubber meets the road, I appreciate the time to listen to what we have to say.